Okay, this is an owl pellet that's bought online. It has been pre-treated, and what that means is it was taken and put in an oven and dried in an attempt to kill all the bugs inside. So this is going to be safe to handle now. I've never done this before, so I don't quite know what it's going to involve, and I'm not very good with identifying bits of creature, so I don't really know what's going to be in here, but I'm going to try and do it in one take, but I will edit it if it gets boring. Okay, so the owl pellet. I can immediately see, I don't know whether it's clear, immediately see bits of bone. Look like rib cages or something. Nothing else is evident that I can identify, but definitely some bone there. So, what's the best way of tackling this? I don't know. Let's try tweezers first. Oh, look at that. Oh, let's get that one out. I'm afraid my commentary is going to be very dull. I think this is just fascinating to see what's in it. I mean, it's more packed with bones than I expected. I mean, look at that. Now, the most common creatures, this is in English, owl pellet. So the most common creatures are voles, mice, stuff like that. Maybe shrews. I do not know enough to separate them. It's an awful lot. There's loads, look at this. Oh, just broke that one. Let me put them at the side there. So it's very hard and very hairy. Alright, might be a strategy just to pull the hairy bits off slowly. There's bone there. Oh, something hard there. What's that? I can't work out that. Looks like a bit of a backbone. What's that? Looks like a bit of a backbone of some sort there. Move the lights a little bit. Better. The weird part is that some of it feels very firm, and then there's others that are like that, very soft. Oh, something large there. Oh, that's quite creepy. What's that? Is that a hip bone or something? rough there. Is that a jaw, maybe? I'm going to flick these around. Oops. I think I've broken it. It's annoying. The first lesson is it's incredibly delicate. And I've gone at it too quickly. I might do 6 minutes. I think I'm going to have to edit this video. Looks like a pelvis, I suppose. Don't ask me of what, but if you've done this before, please don't criticise me. I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm realising as I go along that being rough does not work. I didn't realise I was being rough, but I was. I'll change tactics a little bit. Look at the hair. I don't know if it will show up on the video. It's so fine. I think that might be broken. Something big in here anyway. Let me see, can I zoom in? Fortunately then it goes out of focus. Let me go there. There's something large here but I can't. Is that a tooth? It literally looks like a tooth. Let me move the light a bit. That looks like a tooth in there. Now this is getting confusing because that is hard there. But I don't know if that's because the baked on outside surface is hard or whether it's actually part of a creature. Oh, what's going on there? See, now that's bone with fur in the middle. Alright. God, you can hear the crunching of the bones as I move. should have tried a different bit. This is 10 minutes of relatively boring stuff, isn't it? Let's see what else is in here. See if I can find anything big. Not seeing anything major. That looks like a pelvis again. Long hairs there. There's something big there. If I can get that out, I might just end the video, because otherwise this is going on and on and on and on. There's a big bone there. Oh, that looks like a leg. Looks to me like there's something big there, but I don't want to break too much. Well, there we go. Oh, there we go. We've got something big there. Let's move that light a bit. So now that looks to me like a skull of some sort. Ooh, there we go. Oh, that part of the skull, or is that another bit? God, could you imagine if we produced these? Fortunately, we don't eat mice whole. Well, not anymore. I wonder when the Romans ate it, would they have made, would you be able to, ooh, look at that. Now they're a pair of teeth. And now, again, I don't know what creature that might belong to. It's a rodent of some sort. So is that a mouse? Or a small rat? Or a shrew? That's quite big. Well, that doesn't seem to be in there. That looks like half the jaw's gone. Oh, that's weird. Okay. please put in the comments if you know what rodent this is. There's quite a lot of hard bits there, so... okay. I wonder if that's the jaw, that's the teeth I saw earlier. So I think that's I'm looking inside the head at the minute. Oops. See, I'm wondering if that should be there. See, I think that's the bit of the skull there. That bit there. That's that bit of the head. Yeah, I've pulled off the top of the skull. But this is a weird bit. This bit here. This is gross. I'm pulling its eye out. Well, I'm not, but... So my guess is that should be over this side. Another small bone. So, lots and lots and lots and lots of hair, lots and lots and lots of small bones. I haven't dug into that one, but this one has got a skull or something. Oh, I think the teeth have just fallen out. Let me flip that over. So that, my guess would be that belongs to the same rodent. That looks quite creepy, doesn't it? See, are all these part of this? I can't believe these are all part of the same skull. Oh, this is very difficult. I don't know if I have the patience for this. Let me flip it over. See, there's a lot of fur there. But then that's the bottom of the skull. And the other thing is, by removing the fur, that's what's holding bits of the jaw in. So if I remove all this hair here, then I think you lose that jaw there. What I find amazing is the colour of the teeth. Again, I don't know how much I can focus on the teeth. See the yellow teeth, orangey teeth. Alright, I don't want to take any more of that because you'll lose it. I'm going to leave that to one side. Quickly look at this one. I didn't expect to find a skull, but there you go. See now, I'm very conscious of the time. What am I up to? 20 minutes. Wow. I gave these to a science club a few years ago in the school. I think they only had maybe 3, and they completely ripped these to shreds in 40 minutes. I don't know whether they ripped it so much you couldn't identify anything interesting, but see, that's a solid mass at the moment. I think the one shame on the screen is you cannot see the hair. The hair is amazing. You can see the colour and the texture of the hair. I know the bones are kind of the interesting bit that we're looking for, but I mean, like that, the amount of the hair there. I know this is weird, it's a weirdly satisfying thing. It's like if you've ever opened up your computer and you're removing the dust, you can blow it away, or you can pick it off things, and it kind of gathers in certain bits, and it's really, it's just me, it's really satisfying just to move a lump of dust from something that's accumulated. Alright, there's something else appearing here. That almost looks like a snake there, doesn't it? What is that? I don't know what that is at all. I'm feeling it might be part of a head. Again, you can't see this colour. Oh, God, what did I just expose there? So that looks like a bit of backbone, but what's that? Oh, there's a jaw again, look at that. That's amazing. I really wish I could focus a bit more closely so you could see this. Whoa. So I have a feeling there might be another skull in this bit, but I've come it from the bottom, so... Oh, I'm not trying to be too aggressive, but I am, because I'm aware we're on to... I'm up to now 23 minutes. I have a feeling there's something else here of interest. Look at the bones, there's bones here, look at that. There's another bit of backbone there. There's a bigger one there. I have no idea the size of the owls that this came from. The school had 3 left. I've picked the smallest one. Partly a time thing, and partly because I'll leave the big one for a science club. I feel like there's another skull here. But I'm surprised how much is in it. Oh, okay, this is a big bit. Oh, look at that hair. Again, I keep saying this. It's the colour. There's so many different colours in there. There's a bone in there as well. I'm discarding quite a lot here to try and make it quick. Right, my camera doesn't like the temperature apparently. It's got a temperature warning. I might have to pause here. I won't do anything. I'm back. I have a feeling the camera batteries got a bit hot there, 25 minutes, plus I've got it sitting near the lights which are directly heating the camera, so I'm going to be quick now. That definitely looks like a bit of skull. What do you reckon there? If it is, it's crushed to pieces. Right, I've got the skull, but I don't have anything else. No. Okay, there's something hard in the middle of that. I keep touching that, and that's really hard. And this hair's really hard as well. heat treatment has really solidified this end of it. I'm running out of time here. I don't want to break a skull if it's in here, but oh, look at this hair. Beautiful colours. Oh, is that pelvis again? Oh, crunch. Oh, I've got to be careful. How do those kids do this in 40 minutes? I don't know. I've just thought, if there's no skull in this, nobody's ever going to see this bit of the video. Oh, see, that's a bit of a... Okay, there's something there. There we go. That's a big section of bone there. That's... The camera's not complaining. I'm just making sure this hasn't got anything interesting in it before I go for the other bit. No, lots of bone. Let's pull this back. Oh, I have a feeling that's just a pelvis, not a skull at all. Look at all these little bones here. There's definitely something there. See, the thing that's confusing me is the hard outer shell feels like bone. So it feels like I'm touching bone, but I'm not. There we go. See, again, that looks skull-like, doesn't it? I think running out of chances. That looks like a big... Is that a jaw? That is a jaw. Look at that there. Okay, that looks like another similar... Ah, there we go. I think this is a skull in here. Alright. That's the lower... There we go, there is one in there. That's funny, isn't it? Let's get rid of the... So this relatively small pellet had two skulls, at least two anyway. I've lost the other one now. This one looks a bit smaller. I think because I tackled it from the bottom, I've pulled away the lower jaw with the hair. I think that's the jaw there. Oh, there we go. I've just pulled it off. No, that's not it. No. There you can see, oh, that looks different actually. I thought it was going to be the same. Let's get this eye bit. Okay, let me finish on a warning. You can get owl pellets where there are owls, but you have to be very careful because you're not allowed to disturb owls in the UK when they're breeding. that's illegal. Other times of year you can. What's that? I think that's part of the eye. But you can buy these if you go to various websites. Just search owl pellets. When they have them, they sell them to you. If you're at your school, they can get them through a school-supplier. It's about, I think, about £10 for four, maybe four. I think it is. There we go. That looks very similar to that, doesn't it? I want to expose it a little bit more just to finish off the video, but you see, one of the problems is that jaw is kind of kept in place by all the hair. There we go. As I remove the hair, the jaw disappears. There we go. And I kind of want to keep it in the same spot. There we go. So I've hardly gone through all of this, but you can just see there are hundreds of bones, lots of ribs, pelvises, as I said, I can't name any of the creatures based on what I can see here. So I don't know what that bone is, although that looks like a leg bone. You can see there we go. Can't get it off. Wow. I mean, look at all that. I think that's a bit of one of the skulls that I've just exposed. Yeah. So that is, how long is that? That's 8 minutes. That's like a 35-minute video. Of a relatively small pellet. Smallest of the ones that we have in school. And apart from the bones, if you buy one of these or get hold of them, it's the colour of the hair. I know it is creepy. I mean, at the end of the day, these are dead creatures that have been regurgitated by an owl. But the hair is spectacular in colour. I don't know. I don't think it comes out very well on the camera. And if you lay out each of the bones, you might be able to identify it. You can, again, on websites, get bone identification charts for owl pellets. Oh, what's that? Something weird there. Okay, what's that? Is that another skull or something? I have a feeling that's another bit of skull. Something that, unfortunately, by pulling the hair apart, I've removed the... I've basically taken the head apart. No idea. See how that looks jawish, doesn't it? Anyway, no more spectacular reveals. Oops, flick the bone. Look at the ball and joint there. That's amazing. See the ball joint. Nothing else significant. Oh, there's a bit of skull there. I don't know if that's a new one or one of the previous ones. Look at that hair. God. I think I've got the significant bits out. Have I left anything? No. So I've hardly sorted through that, and you can just see through the debris that I move away. The kind of stuff you can get from an owl pellet. Very interesting.